Well, good Thursday afternoon.
Yes, sir. Well, we had an exciting day today. We did get a load, which picks up tomorrow, so we'll talk about it tomorrow, and it's a good load for over the weekend.
Yep.
So this is going to be a good week, too.
Yeah.
Not as record-breaking as last week, but still a darn good week.
Yeah. This morning, we pretty much spent our time coming up to the Flying J in Lodi, California. We had to dump our porta potty. That was
shower.
Get some showers. Did all that. We got to meet up with one of our YouTube viewers.
Two YouTube viewers.
Yeah.
Jason went inside to pay for the RV dump.
Yep.
And you got somebody came up to you.
Yep. Bob. I guess him and his wife. His wife watches us more, but
yeah,
she's interested in getting her CDL and coming out and doing expediting with her husband, which would be really cool.
Yeah, and he came over and we got to meet him. We got a picture with him. We got to talk to him. So it was awesome meeting you, Bob.
Yeah.
And then we also got to meet up with Larry. He lives up in this area.
Yeah.
And he's emailed us, and we knew we were coming. We let him know. So he came and meet us. We just got finished visiting with him, which was really awesome. And he brought us some cool beef jerky and some sausage and bacon. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to try that. So it was awesome meeting you too, Larry.
That's the way to the crafty truckers' hearts.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
food.
right. That's right.
Good food.
So that's so cool. We got to meet both of them. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the load that we got, we have to deadhead a little bit from here, which we're just kind of waiting for traffic to die down before we do that.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out here, let the traffic die down.
Have some
Check out
dinner.
that.
There's an RV pulling an RV.
Yeah. It's a delivery truck. It's not an RV.
Turned into an RV? It looks like it was
yeah. It's
I don't know if you could show them. Probably not.
It'd probably be too bright. It's a box truck on a van body with windows in it. So that's pretty cool. I've tried to talk her into that idea, but she's like, it looks so much like a delivery vehicle.
It does. It does. And I want something smaller to get around in if we're going to be road tripping.
4x4.
Yeah.
Big monster tires.
I think I'm going to heat us up some of the leftover cauliflower that we made last night.
The cheesy cauliflower.
Cheesy cauliflower casserole and a little salad.
Yeah.
We'll have some dinner and deadhead and get ready for our pickup tomorrow.
Yeah. Got a long drive ahead of us, so we're going to have fun one.
Yeah.
We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Good night.
Night.
Everybody, we got our load picked up, which let me tell you about it. We picked up in Northern California. We are actually going all the way across to Maryland. We'll be delivering there Monday. The deadhead was really nothing. It was probably about 20 miles from the truck stop we were at, and the loaded miles are right about 2,800. We have one piece at 450 pounds, so another light one, which you all know that's usually what we do. So yeah, I am at the rest area on Donner's Summit off the I-80 right at the top of Donner's Pass. So it's going to be all downhill from here into Reno, which, hey, Matt and Dina, if y'all are watching, we'll be rolling through y'all's hood. Unfortunately, don't have time to stop and visit, but we'll get back through another time. I stopped here to do my safety check, and when we say safety check, for those of you who don't know, what that means is basically we get out, check our tires, check all of our lights, make sure everything is working and functioning properly. That's what safety check is. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going ahead and taking my 30-minute break here because I was down to about 3.5 hours before I have to, so I figured I'd just knock it out here. And the next stop I'll be making is at TA Mill City, Nevada, which I'll be fueling there. and that's about 180 miles from here. So that's what's up. I am going to finish up my break and jump out, check everything. We will catch up with you guys later. Peace.
Good morning. We are at the border of Wyoming at the port of entry. We got pulled in, so I had to go in, taking my book, taking my bill of lading, tell them what we're hauling, yada yada. They put it all in their system. So I decided to do my 30-minute break here. Seems like they're pulling everybody in. I don't think they're giving anybody green lights on the pre-pass. Heather and I, we swapped about an hour west of Salt Lake. She let me sleep in a little bit till about 3 o'clock, so she's back there sleeping now. I'm sure she'll be back there probably at least till noon, 2 o'clock or so. I'm guesstimating, but we still got about 2,000 miles to go, so lots of miles still to drive. Really glad we got this long one over the weekend. Gave us those 2 days off, picked up on Friday, deliver Monday. Still plenty of time on our clocks because we got 34s before the pickup. The sun's just coming up, so we should be able to get a little bit of a pretty sunrise of some Wyoming countryside, so let's go. Well, that Wyoming was mighty pretty.
Hey, happy Saturday!
Happy Saturday. We are in Cheyenne, Wyoming at the TA.
Just fueled up.
Just fueled up. She's making her coffee, getting ready to take over.
Yes, sir.
I did the fueling.
There's no video proof, so
yeah.
Unless there's video proof, don't believe him.
We still have
I think 1,600 miles.
Let's see how many miles I did today. Let's check that out there.
See what you did.
630 miles today. Not bad. For 63 miles an hour the whole way.
Yep.
I stopped a total of 5 times. That's what I was going to do a tip on that. I had a dream about a tip.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Oh, okay. So, our safety brakes. What a safety stop? What somebody had emailed and asked about what a safety.
Oh yeah, I kind of talked about that earlier, and when I stopped for my 30. But go ahead and elaborate.
Oh, well, she just ruined my dream tip.
I basically just said when we stop and say we're doing a safety check, is we're basically getting out, checking our tires, checking our lights, making sure everything's functioning properly.
Right, making sure we don't got no leaks. You know, now there's times where you really can't do it. Like last night, when we stopped and did our driver swap, we were out in the middle of nowhere, Nevada, at a rest area. It was pitch black. You know, you can only do so much in those conditions. So I shined the light under the truck and looked for leaks, but all I seen was a bunch of pee stains. Make sure the lights are working. Check our tires, make sure we ain't got no flats or nothing. But then once the sun starts coming up and or I get to an area where we can do a better check, and somebody emailed us about this not too long ago too, when we're hauling a hazmat shipment, how often do we stop while we're hauling hazmat? Now, when we're hauling hazmat, we stop more. Yeah. We try to stop more and do these safety checks. And we call them safety checks because we're just making sure everything's safe. But anytime we're hauling a hazmat, we always try to stop at least 2 hours or within 100 miles, whichever comes first, after pickup. And then every 2 hours after that. Now, I know some people will be like, I ain't pulling over every 2 hours. And that's not always possible.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's I would say between 2 and 3 hours, just because you got to have a place to stop.
You got to have a place.
Anywhere. You have to be in a safe place to stop.
Right.
So.
Say you pick up on the coast near LA in the afternoon during rush hour traffic. It could take you 3-4 hours to even get out of there. Yeah. And there's nowhere to pull over and park. So, you know, you do the best you can with it. You know, I know in the DOT handbook, you know, it says 100 miles or every 2 hours, but realistically, you do the best you can with it, but you got to do your best. You know, you can't just be like, oh, I couldn't pull over, screw it, I'm not pulling over until my 8-hour break.
Yeah, so. Yeah, drive for 7 hours.
Drive for 7 hours, do your 30-minute, and now I'm going to check the stuff. Yeah. I'm sure there's guys out there that do that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so. Yeah. But that's our routine. You know, we like to check everything, and even if it's just a thump of the tire, when we're stopped and have more time and haven't been running, that's typically when I use my air gauge. The thumping of the tire is basically just making sure there's air in there. You really don't want to use your air gauge after you've been running, because the temperature isn't going to be as accurate. You can check them to make sure your duals are matching, but for the most part, when they get hot, they build up air. The reading is going to be much higher. You always want to take your air gauge readings when it's hasn't been running overnight. Yeah. If you sat overnight, pop that air gauge out. A lot of times you want to do it before the sun comes up, because even a little bit of sunlight on your tire can raise that the PSIs and just make it an inaccurate reading. So, yeah. All right, that's enough rambling of.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish making my coffee, jump out, do my pre-trip, and start my shift.
Get on the road.
Yeah, we'll check up with you a little bit later.
Peace.
Peace. Hello again, everybody. It is that time again. You know what time that is. 30-minute break time. I am in Nebraska, Cozad, Nebraska. I don't know if I'm saying that right, C-O-Z-A-D, at a rest area right off the I-80. That's why you probably hear all the trucks going by. I still had about 3 hours, but I needed to stop and take a potty break, so we'll just knock it out here. There is a herd of cows over here. I would turn the camera around, but you probably wouldn't even be able to see them because I don't think this camera zooms in enough. Hold on, let me see. They're right there. Bunch of cows. Grass-fed beef, it looks like. Best kind. It is currently 7:30 in the evening, starting to get dark, so I figured I'd jump on and just update you where we are. We're still about 1,400 miles from the delivery, so we might have to kill a little bit of time tomorrow. We'll just have to see how far we get. Shouldn't have to kill too much, but maybe a little bit, because we can't deliver till Monday morning. It is Saturday evening right now, so we still have a whole over 24 hours before we can deliver. So, and we can usually do about 1,400 miles in a 24-hour period. So yeah, we'll probably have to kill a few hours. I just fed the babies. They're actually back there eating right now, and then I will let them out check everything and get back on the road. We will probably catch up with you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good Sunday afternoon, everybody.
Howdy.
We are in Ohio.
Yeah.
Still on the I-80.
Got about 460 miles to go.
Yep. Majority of this trip is on the I-80.
Yeah. Yeah, like 99% of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Got my coffee. I'm fixing to be taking over. Jason's gonna lay his butt down.
I am, because I'm whooped.
Yeah.
How many miles I do again?
Oh, let's see.
Like 900, I think. Okay, maybe not that much.
Maybe not that much. 644.
Ooh.
Nice.
That was better than yesterday.
Yeah, a little bit better than yesterday.
Yeah.
About 14 miles more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Means you weren't slacking.
Means I'm doing all the work around here.
Oh, whatever. We deliver this in the morning. See where we go from there. Not sure. We haven't gotten anything lined up yet, but
really good area.
Yeah, we usually can get stuff out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and end this one here. Pick up the next one after we get delivered. See what happens.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you guys as always for watching and subscribing.
Until our next video.
Peace, love, and expediting.